Hi, this is Kara, and I'm here with another embellishment kind of tutorial video. I went to Dollar Tree not too long ago, and I found these Yardley soap boxes, and it's lavender, well, it's lavender, basically. Anyway, I love this soap. I take the soap out of the boxes, and I have a jar in my bathroom that I store them in, and then I saw the boxes and I was going to throw them away, and then I thought, wait a second, these would make some really fun junk journal tags because the boxes are just really cute, right? And we all know Yardley, it's a well-known soap brand. So what I did is I decided to cut it apart, and I was just showing you some of the different things I'm going to maybe use on these tags, but here I'm cutting them apart. And in that bowl, I have some paper flowers, some metal filigree, and those are actually from Ideas to Come. And she's opened a brand new shop. It's not an Etsy shop. She has her own, not YouTube. She has her YouTube, but she also has a website. So I will link her below. And so I'm using some of the filigree, I have flowers, I have some fabric, I have lace, and here I've cut apart all of my boxes. I'm even using the sides and the bottoms. And so I'm just showing you that I've cut them all up, and then I'm going to pick the one to start with, and then we'll get started. The other thing is I only bought lavender to put in my jar, but I do know that Dollar Tree has different, what would the word be, scents, different styles or flavors. It's soap, so it's not a flavor, scents. If you want to do like a different color scheme, or if you prefer something other than lavender. So now I'm taking some Distress ink and I'm just doing the edges. I did a little bit in the vintage photo, and then I'm not sure what that purple color is. I'll link that below if I remember. And so here I'm going to add some lace. Through this video, I could not decide which glue to use. I have different ones. You'll see I use different glues throughout the video. I'm just going to add some lace at the bottom, and I trim it off. And then I'm going to take, deciding what should I use, what to play with. I think on this one I end up using that butterfly and then a paper flower. And I've layered up 2 paper flowers, and then I put, I think, a purple lilac color half pearl that is also from the Dollar Tree. I think I put that in the center for the flower. At the end, I do have some close-up pictures of the embellishment. I'm using a new camera stand that I just got, so I'm trying to figure out how far or close to be when I'm videotaping. So this was kind of my trial run, and I think this one's pretty good. This distance, you'll have to let me know. But I could zoom in for little things like showing you the pearl, which I didn't. But I do have pictures at the end so you can kind of see. So then I'm going to take my crocodile. See, my glue wasn't working. My flower's falling off. And add a hole, and then I'm going to add an eyelet just to kind of make it a little more finished looking. I'm going to put my eyelet in, and then see, there goes the flower. So I finally get the flower stuck down, have my eyelet in, and I have this seam binding in my stash, a nice purple color to kind of go with the Yardley soap box. And I just do a little tie at the top, trim it off a little bit, and I think that's all I've done with this one. Trying to decide which way do we want to cut it. So yeah, there's number 1, pretty cute. And then you could, yep, here I'm saying you could journal on the back if you would like. And then here I'm doing a horizontal tag from the card, or from the soap box. And I have some dictionary pages here, and I'm just ripping them, and I'm going to add them onto the soap box. Here I am, different glue. Which glue to use? It also would have been fun to kind of decoupage, you know. That would have been kind of fun, collage it on there. But I didn't. I just used this Tombow Mono glue. Got a little on the bottom, a little on the top. I'm going to trim that off. And then I have some Tim Holtz, some of his flower ephemera. And so I'm just trimming off a little bit of some of the purple flowers that were in the pack. And then I have these wooden butterflies that were in my stash. And then another little purple paper flower. So I made a little cluster on top of the dictionary page. I'm using my Wink of Stella in clear to give the butterfly some sparkle. And then I'm going to glue on the flower, and then also the little paper flower and the butterfly. For this center of the flower, I have in my stash some darker purple rhinestones, so I added that to the center of the flower. And then I'm taking more of the Tim Holtz flowers and just trimming a little bit more off. And I'm going to add that in the top. Alright, so then I went back to my stash and I have a different, this is I think linen, is that the color? Antique linen I'm putting around the edges. And then I think that one is done. And then I have some of these paper tags. These were actually gifted to me, oh gosh, a long time ago, in some Happy Mail, and they were the perfect size, so I'm just trimming up the soapbox to kind of fit and straighten off my cuts. I can't cut a straight line. And I'm going to tape him to the front of the card. Yep, deciding, do I want lace? Do I not want lace? I end up taping him to the front. And then I get out my eyelets again. And then I use some more of the seam binding. And then this time I also took a piece of lace. And I put both ends of the seam binding through the hole, like you would, you know, if you were making a loop for a tag. But then what I decided to try, you'll see here in just a second, I put the lace through the little loop part, and then I tie a knot with that. So there's kind of a knot with the lace, and then there's a knot with the seam binding. And I thought that was kind of fun and different. And I just trim it up a little bit. Pretty cute. And so then I have some purple fabric scraps that I glued to the bottom, and then another one of the Tim Holtz flowers, and I trimmed that off a little bit, and then I just kind of layered that up on the bottom of the bag. And that one's done. This one I had in my stash also this little wooden frame, and on one side it has some paper, pattern paper on the front. So I decided to make a little frame using the purple part of the soap box, the part that says lavender on it. I'm just going to glue that on. And then I made a little cluster with some of the lace and seam binding and a button. And then I add that to the bottom corner. And I think, oh, and then I put some of the book page on the back just to kind of stabilize everything together. And then that one's done. So here I'm using the side of the box and I'm adding some tape, and then I put a book page on the top. So with one box you can make, what is it, 1, 2, 3, 4, at least 6 different pieces of ephemera or tags. And I had about 6 or 5 boxes, so I still have a bunch left over that I can use at some point. I do think it would have been fun if I would have purchased different types of soap boxes, then I would have different color schemes to work with. But I really like lavender soap. So I have lavender smelling soap in my bucket in my bathroom. Here I'm using the Ideas to Come, her little filigree that she has in her shop. It's metal and it's really cool and it's really intricate and fun. And so then I'm taking a piece of the lace and a flower, and then I'm trying to switch it up, trying to decide where am I going to put it on my little banner. And here I'm using tacky glue because, again, couldn't figure out what to use. Then I get it on there, and there's a banner. I could add a paper clip to this, and then I would have a paper clip banner, but for now it doesn't have that. And then that one's pretty simple too. So here they are. Here's a close-up of the different things that I made. Still have lots of soap box parts left over. And then I also have these other pictures. Here's another close-up. I hope you enjoyed this video. Give me a like if you would like to see more of these kind of videos. I would love it. Oh, and on this one I made a little switch so you could actually do some journaling there. I thought that was fun. I would love it if you could like and subscribe and leave a comment. Have a wonderful day. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.